Talk to him.
Birdie. Birdie.
I'm going to go around and let him see me.
And so you create another dilemma that should exist. So you have to,
yeah.
Birdie.
Now you got a whole other set of level that needs to be managed.
right.
You know, and that's true. I mean, technology. I told that mom in the hospital the other day. He quit and said, "No, 100 years ago."
Pretty bird. Birdie.
Unfortunately, he would be.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel again today. I'm out and about. The temperature is 33 degrees, so it's a balmy 33 degrees out there. I just have a few stops to go on. And so I thought maybe you guys might like a ride with me. I've got to pay a couple of bills. Then I'm going to the Dollar Tree to pick up last few pickups of Christmas presents. At least I hope that's all. You know how that goes. You think you're done with your shopping and then you remember somebody that you forgot, or somebody pops up unexpectedly and then you have to figure out some kind of gift to give them. But that's what my plans are, is to pick up the last, and I have some things written down on a list. And then I'm going to run out to Walmart and pick up a few things out there for Christmas, and I'll be done. So that's the plans for today. The sun is shining very brightly out, but it is not warm. I'll tell you that much. In the southeast part of Missouri, December is winter weather for the most part. We've really had an unusually mild year. We've gotten a lot of rain, and during September and October and even November, it was pretty warm for that time of the year. And naturally I got a little red light here, so I'm going to pull up to it a little bit and stop. Not a lot of traffic out today, so I'm glad for that. Got my sunglasses on because I didn't know how much of the sun would be facing on me, and I don't like driving into it. So, check and see if our new Wendy's restaurant is open. No, they're still working on it. They're still working on it. Looks like they're just now getting the driveway paved and getting the glass put in the front. I like Wendy's Chili's, and I do enjoy their burgers a little bit. The Frosties are okay to me. I don't see what the big excitement is, because to me their Frosties is just a little bit of swirled ice cream. That's pretty much what it is. But their chili's pretty good. And I don't remember what their French fries was like. Oh, I passed by the place where I was supposed to pay my bills. Ratchety. Well, I'll try to remember to get them on the way back, because it's really important that I get them mailed today. If I don't get them mailed today, they'll probably arrive late, because we've got Sundays in the month. We've got a holiday, 2 holidays, and they've got to be there by certain days in January. So I'll definitely want to make sure that I get there. Now I'm trying to find a parking spot here and staying inside the lines. All right, I think this will do it. I'm not going to take you guys in because I don't really see any reason for taking you in to the Dollar Tree. Y'all know what it looks like in there, and everybody that shops at the Dollar Tree knows it's pretty much the same stuff. But I'll see you when I get back. I got a lot in there, but to be honest, everything in there was picked over. And that's to be expected. I mean, we're only a few days on Christmas. They had hardly any Christmas bags at all. So I went back to the regular bag section, just picked some out that were red and white and brown and gold colored to use. I could always take a magic marker and write Merry Christmas on them. Then when I got up to the cash register, there was a box and a stand with Christmas bags. And I had already put those in the cart, so I didn't want to take the trouble to dig out from underneath the stuff that was piled on top of that to get that out. But I pretty much got everything that I could on my list in there. I'll have to pick the rest of it up out here when I'm at Walmart. So I'm hopefully not gonna be at Walmart that long. I think I've got maybe anywhere from 7 to 10 items on my shopping list that I'm going to pick up. And that should round out all my Christmas shopping. I should be done. Now all I got to do is get motivated to start wrapping and bagging. A lot of that stuff will get put in tissue bags. You know, just wrapped in tissue and stuffed down in there. That's how a lot of people do Christmas anymore. I am going to wrap some things. I'm not going to wrap everything. Go, green light, go. Here we go. I really need to empty my trunk out. I've got stuff in the trunk that I cleared out of my house when I was downsizing to donate. He thinks because there's a panhandler over here holding a great big giant sign that says dog food please, and he's got a German Shepherd with him. Now you know people feel sorry for the pet and donate money to him instead of buying dog food. He's probably not going to spend that money directly on dog food. If I was going to donate to him, I'd just pick up a small bag of dog food and donate that to him. Because I feel like that's just a trick that he's come up with for, you know, to get on the heart of people's hearts and sympathy this time of year that his dog needs food. What do you know? I actually found a parking spot up close to the thing that I can get into. So yay me. I know it's going to be crunch time in there. I know it. I am not looking forward to this because I know it's going to be wall-to-wall people in here. The first thing I'm going to have to do when I go inside is find a bathroom. I need to go potty real bad. So I'm going to go do that, and I'll see y'all when I come back. Yeah, it was crowded. Everybody and their brother and cousin and nephews, sisters, uncle was in there shopping. Sunday, I guess a lot of people that work next week up until Christmas probably figured they wouldn't have the time. Turn that down so you can hear me. So they all came today. So yeah, it was pretty crowded. All right, now I got to mail these letters that I neglected. I hate backing out. I flunked backing on my driving test. And I just don't like doing it. Anytime I can beat the system by going forward, that's what I do, because I don't like it. I don't know how to parallel park. I never learned how to do that. I flunked it on the driving test, but I got enough points that I was able to pass. So, yeah, whenever it comes to parallel parking, man, I'll just drive around the block 5, 6, however many times until something empties up, or I'll park far away and walk. We'll see if this dude's still down here with his dog, begging for dog food. I'm not going to give him nothing. I just want to see if he's still out there. I don't know how long I've been in Walmart. Oh, yeah, he's still over there. He's still over there. There's a couple of 3 or 4 or 5 bags laying on the ground. Looks like some people went in Walmart and bought dog food and brought it out to him. hope how that's going for him. Yeah, several people bought several bags of dog food and just brought it out to him. That takes care of the problem. If he's panhandling for money to buy beer or cigarettes or whiskey or drugs, then he didn't get any. He got food for his pooch. Which if he's traveling, he's homeless, I don't see how he's going to carry all them big bags of dog food around with him. He'll probably move to another location, stand on the corner and sell dog food cheap. Get the cash that he thought he was going to get. But yeah, I'm going to go down here, mail these letters, and then I'm going to take that stuff in my trunk, my donations. We'll take it by the thrift store and get rid of it. Because I usually put my groceries in the trunk, and I can't even do that because I've got so much stuff in there. So yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm trying to make sure I don't miss my turnoff. I'm using a mailbox that's by a bank. And I have to make sure I don't drive by it again. Well, if I do, I'll have to go downtown and mail them in the downtown mailbox. My post office is closed today. And they're closed on the weekends. So there's that. Back there is the house where that guy that I was supposed to work for lived. He probably still lives there. Okay, let's get over here in this turn lane. There's a police officer there. He's turning now. Let's see what goes on here. And then I'll turn and do that, and then I'll have to go down to the other end of town to turn and go on to the thrift store. Thrift store will be closed today too. That's why it'll be a good time to drop that stuff off. They can get it in time Monday when they come in. They can price it and label it and get it up on the shelves for anybody that wants it. There's not no Christmas stuff in it. It's clothes, knickknacks from my house, dishes that I'm no longer using, towels that I'm no longer using, stuff like that. I've been downsizing quite a bit, but I've still got so much stuff to go through. I want to get my house down to where I'm minimalized. I do not want to have a bunch of stuff just sitting around that I might use once every 6 years and be like, well, I use it. But then if I just use it once every 6 years, that don't really count for using it. All right, here we are in front of the post office. All right, let's put these bills in here, get these bills paid. Now they will pick it up tomorrow at 11 o'clock, yes. They'll pick it up tomorrow at 11. So now I'm going to go out this way. The temperatures came up 6 degrees. It is now 39 degrees. I sure wish I could find where the newspaper office moved to. They sell stacks of old newspaper for $2. Their sign that was on their thing is gone. Told where they moved to. I don't know. Maybe I call their office and say, "Hey, where'd you guys move to?" And they can direct me. I posted on Facebook, and somebody come on there and said they moved to Poplar Bluff, which I know that's not true, because when I come up here that day to get newspapers, they had a sign on the door that said we moved, and they told the address, and it was here in Dexter. But I drove down by that area several times and could not locate them. They don't have a sign out front of the building. So I'm thinking probably the best thing to do would be just to call them direct. Say, "Hey, can you tell me where you guys have moved to? Because I cannot find you." And then they will do that, and I'll be very happy. I made 2 baked potatoes last night. and to have with my meal planning. I had sweet potatoes down there, and I got one sweet potato left, but I didn't want to cook that. I cooked one and I cut it in half, but I didn't want to cook this other one up just yet because I had sweet potatoes 2 days in a row, and I didn't really feel like sweet potatoes 2 days in a row again. So I baked up 2 regular potatoes, and I've got sour cream and chives and stuff that I can put on it and butter. But I cooked it a new way from a recipe that I watched another YouTuber do, where you wash the potatoes and you slice them in half. Then you sprinkle the salt and pepper and seasonings on the inside, and you put butter in there, and you close them and you wrap them with bacon, and then you wrap them in aluminum foil and put them in the oven, which I forgot to get the bacon thawed out, so I didn't have any bacon to wrap them with. I've got bacon in the freezer, I just did not get it out to wrap them. So I went ahead and wrapped them in aluminum foil like that, and put them in the oven last night and baked them it took almost 2 hours to bake them. I know it took at least an hour and a half, and I think I left them in there like another 15 minutes on top of that. So I'm going to have to get a rubber band and put it in my car because this phone holder thing is sliding down. When I play this video back to edit it, it's going to be all sideways for you guys. I guess it'll be watchable. All right, day is done. I'm heading to the house. I really hate putting stuff in this donation box because of the way they've got it set up. There's a shelf in there that's on an incline, and when you put stuff in there, it slides down. They got pallets with giant fruit boxes on the bottom. And if they're empty and your thing slides all the way down in there and slams against the bottom, if you've got glassware in there, it's going to break. I imagine a lot of the stuff people donate gets thrown in the trash for that reason, because by the time they come out and get in them boxes, it's either dropped to the bottom and broke, or people have put other stuff in there on top of breakable items, and when they slide in there and hit it, they break it. So I imagine I don't know how they could figure out another way unless they had like a thing on it that would be up at the top, and when the box slid, it would slide down there and then drop down and then let the box slide in gently and then flip back up. I don't know. That's the only thing I can think of. Boy, I dread when I get home have to carry all this stuff in and wrap it. It's got to be done within the next few days, because that Christmas party I go to is on Christmas Day, which is, Wednesday or Thursday? So I got to get everything picked out, who I'm giving what to. I had a list when I went shopping that told what I was getting, but it didn't have the person's name on there. I have another list at the house that's got the name of the person and what they're getting. And I just looked on there and wrote down what I needed on this list to take shopping. And I didn't get everything that I looked for. And part of it was because by the time I looked on the list and found it, I was always in another part of the store, and I didn't feel like backtracking and going back to the area I just came from. So I think I've got enough gifts with what I'm giving to fill in the gaps on it. I mean, they always say it's not the gift anyway, it's the thought that counts. And I've been shopping all year for most of this stuff. And then, like I said, I made a lot of this stuff too. I started sewing back at the beginning of the year, making this stuff when I found patterns on YouTube and ideals and stuff of things to make. So they'll have that stuff too, along with what I've bought today. This one person that I shop for, I pretty much get him the same thing every year, and he knows that. It's my best friend's husband, and he likes turtle candy, so I always get him a box of turtles. He has a car detailing business, so I always get him a jug of car wash. And then anything else I find that I think he might be interested in, I throw that in. Well, I'm here now, so I'm going to say bye to y'all. Thanks for coming to watch this video. Remember, life is short, so make it a good one. And y'all come back and see us any old time. Bye for this one.